Welcome back, folks, to Pigs TV. I'm your host, Pigs, as usual. So we're on a map called Red River Estuary. I chose this one because it's a bit different. We have, some in the water and some not in the water. So let's meet our main commanders to say hello. We have a J1013 as a Cortex, and his opposite number is XMF, and he is also a Cortex. So what do we really expect? Now, I've not played this one before. That's another reason why I chose it. So what would we expect? Now, we can see them in their lanes, which is also good. As we can sort of see here, this, and this, and this, or this one up there. So we do see the opposite lanes. So there's no odd laning, if you like. So who's going to get the first? Well, obviously, we'll have to check both here. It's going to be a bit of a hit and miss, because obviously it's an 8v8. But I'll try my best to see what's going on. They're not really doing a lot. They're just pushing and doing their normal build. Tick war. So there's not going to be a tick spam, and the reason why is the ticks will not be able to get over the water. So we'll have to have something like a grunt or a pawn or a thug. Obviously, the water doesn't make a difference, so they could go for dolphins and things like that. So we'll see how they want to progress both. Like I said, I chose this because I thought it was a bit different, and this sort of thing. So yeah, so XMF is definitely he knows his stuff. He's getting that energy storage. I think the reason why he's probably going for the energy storage is he relatively knows they're not going to be rushing anything out as soon as possible. So Pawn's having a little stroll. So the first, I would say, goes to there. Oh, we've got air in this one as well. So they're all over the place. So we got a bit of air. We got a bit of ships. And we got the bots. So hopefully we're in for a bit of a treat. I know it's not a massively long video, but we'll see how they progress. It is quite a large map as well, so that's the other thing to take into account. Oh, Blue's starting to have a little go at the Data Cat, I think. No, it's Rosalie, I think, is having a go at, not Data. Oh no, Data Cat's up there. I knew it, I was just thinking there. Although in the upbuilding, Rulers was going to take all these, and so he's basically decided to Oh, here we go again. Decided to ignore his teammate, and that's a lovely play. I think he's going to be definitely out here, and that's going to be the end of it. Ooh, yeah, he's been sent back to the Stone Age, I think. So we'll have to see what they do there. So hopefully Data Cat will help his teammate out here. He needs him on the water. You cannot do this on your own. Unless he's just ecoing. And then that might be a little easier. But J1013 is definitely experienced enough. Not a lot happening. Nice. No, them pawns will take out that single pawn. Nice that he went to the top and not straight, like I said, straight on. I've always said that. If you can get that engagement, it doesn't always work like that, but you can try your best. Even I, being slightly a bit more experienced than the average Joe, or the average monkey, or the average pig. Let's do the average pig. That's better. Not the average Joe. The average pig. Do bool them in occasionally. Right, 3v2, but the third one's not there, so it should be as long as you see the engagement, they weren't directly on. That constructor's definitely going to go down. That's a nice pickup, even if he loses them to the grunts. No, the grunts actually done really well there. He was moving them around, so it's very difficult to get a nice engagement. A battle's definitely going on here against it's a frigate. I was thinking it was a destroyer, but then I realised, no, it's not big enough to be this destroyer. I never even build them skate things. I never even bother with them. So you get the submarine, T1 submarine. It will do some damage. The Axis destroyers have their own anti-submarine as well, you see, with the frigates don't. So that's why you really want to get to the destroyer. If that commander goes, that's nice. Nice little pickup. He needs his teammates, and this is the thing, you see. This isn't a problem. He should have been helping his teammate to get back into the fight. Because otherwise, it was a 2v1. Sorry, it's going to be all over this. The light gunship. It's not going to do much. It's just going to tickle the commander, but he could make a, the anti-air T1. The amphibious tank. Is that going to get over? It may get over. He should be able to de-gun that thing to get it out the way. Oh no, it's his own unit actually. My apologies. I thought it was the other side. It's all going on in this. It's all going on. It all gets very difficult for a caster when you don't actually know where to look half the time. But I suppose that's good. It's mini-map central. So like I say, he's actually on the other side and actually pushing over. So he's well over on his own. Green has not really done much. That's the reason why. He's got the light. I don't know what he's got the transporters for. And he's got the light gunship. Was he using them to get himself around maybe a bit more faster? Which you can't use the light one on the commanders anymore. It needs to be the heavy one. I don't know whether it needs to be the T2 or not, because obviously they were just flying over and killing them all, and I think that I don't like that, you know what I mean? EMP, so they're frozen. Seekers looking for some air, but obviously air is out on their side, but it's not really on the other side, so it's all kicking off, like I said. I'll try not to scroll too much because I know that can make people feel a bit queasy. I'll click on the minimap. I'm trying to keep an eye on the minimap and keep an eye on this at the same time. Unfortunately, eyes don't split. So that's the commander gone down. There it can. It's far too far forward for my liking. Especially if you haven't got the force to protect yourself. I mean, he's got some frigates and he's got a big destroyer there. Well, it's big, as relatively, I suppose. But you know what I mean. So that's a decent force. If we look at the, stuff there. What else is going on? Cruising beam. Coming forward. Nice D-gun. There's not that many. There's no light laser there, so he should be okay. He's going a bit too far, but down to 50%. Definitely the way to do it, as they say. That's the way to do it. A punch of Judy there. Oh, he's got the hump and doing his. I'll do millions of pingings. I'm not a great fan of that. Very distracting when you're trying to play. Do one or two, but don't go too far. So the gauntlet will certainly push these back. Unusual for a gauntlet to be there, and I don't think the beamer and the two beamers. This one will fail, I think, because it can't get past that one. But not to worry. Now that's nice. Now see what I mean? He pushed them forward. That's the way to do it. Push them forward and bring them back. Stripe them. Stripe is usually left and right, but I think you can also use it as a no. Oh! I just caught that. Yay! That's unusual. I don't think one took out. Certainly the D-guns don't work between each other now, but they were all very low anyway. So hopefully one of them's gonna. So that dark green has been taken out. In Boxy's been taken out, but if we look at his stats here, he's only on a 1, so no wonder. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult for a T1s to, unless you know what you're doing. I know when I started, I was terrible. But that's the way it goes. Oh, another commander's gone. That's the IJ-13. They are coming back. They're definitely coming back. But it would be nice to have this engagement a bit further out, so they're all boxed in, you see. They are firing, obviously, but there's definitely more here for the blue than the yellow. And he also, obviously, he's lost his commander. I thought he'd lost his commander. I know. Well, which one was lost then? One of them was lost. That was the purple then? Yeah, the purple one. I know. He's there as well. So it's definitely another commander had gone. Unless he'd raised D-Cat's commander. That's why I got confused there. So are we done firing? It's one goal against... what is he firing? Oh, another aggravator. So they actually have the slightly longer reach. But they'll probably be taking... They might take each other out here. But anyway, let's have another little nosy around. I think the end is nigh on the water. They're 3/4 of the way around. This commander's very brave. All you need is some subs, and that'll take out the commander quite easily. His teammates, this is the problem you see. His teammate got taken out, and D-Cat should have helped him out earlier on to get back into the fight, and it wouldn't be such one-sided. But that's the way it goes. Some people are real team players, and some people are. I like to be a team player. You know, I like to help out, and that's the way I like to play it. I think I started on the front line. I went to the back line because I think I could do the back line a bit better because I don't have to worry. But probably now I'd be closer to the front line and see how I think. I'd probably be terrible to start with, but it is what it is. These feeds are not. These are brave. We don't care. We just bullying in there. That Overwatch was definitely going to go. I think this is the end for this section here. It all started definitely from the top, although the pink's not forcing anything, to be honest. I think the end is now here for the others team as well. I think they've they've definitely given up there. But there's some gallant effort. I think it all crumbled when earlier on when they started to take down this player here. That was obviously on it. That obviously was here, but he's build out. I think. Again, I'm not a fan of that. Just stay in the game and ask your players, "Can I help? Can you give me some units?" How does nice unit? That's a T2. Normally you want the them behind. It would have been nice to... I mean, the welders will obviously take down the fiends. The fiends are good when there's a few of them, but not when they're on their own. He's spooling out fiends, or he was spooling out fiends. Only so many of them. The air really has done that much of an impact on here. This is nice. Now he can't really do now. Him and his teammate have won the bottom. They are... using the construction turret to try and eat them up. That's a good way of doing it, but unfortunately there's not enough. He hasn't got enough construction turrets here to do it. Alright, they won't get the pawns on the job. That's unusual. The pawns should never be able to do this. So what are we going for now? Right, so we got the Sheldon on the case. We got the I'll get this wrong. Aggravator. See what I mean? I always get this flipping wrong. I always get that and the aggravator the wrong name. He could actually take out that. Is it his own teammate? Yeah, it's his own teammate. So he could take him out. No, it's his own teammate. So yeah, downstairs is one. No problem going back there again. They know that's it. Although they will be able to go up there, but. Yeah, it's deep enough, I think, to go up to the channels. So that might actually help out the blue as well. Hovers. Not a great fan of the hover, actually. In big numbers, it can work quite well, but usually you don't really do them in. Look at the amount of metal that's on here that could be eaten up. It's phenomenal. So, you put He's definitely going for the old eating up. Oh, well, he's definitely dead. Caster's curse. You doing well? No, you're not anymore. Now, I like this, but I don't like it. I'd like to have some grunts in front of it. The reason why it helps out from obviously they're chucking. Remember, you see the Sheldon are fine, but the trouble is they struggle when the closer to the enemy gets. So having the grunts in front will protect them, and then he can just move forward. If he's got a jammer, he hasn't got any radar though. He got the sheep. I think that's it's an Abba. Oh hell, I can't say the name. These Cortex units are really difficult for me sometimes to say. So that's a nice play. That pushing that, getting rid of the. It wants to eat that up as well. Getting rid of that bot lab, the advanced bot lab, if I remember rightly. So it's not fully won yet. They're doing really well. Is obviously. I still say it's blues to lose. But they can still do well. Them fiends should have been pushing on this and taking him out. Sumo. I used to like the sumo, but I like the sharpshooter animation. That's the one. The gunship, they'll do quite well against the fiends and everything else because they can't fire up. So, and he's got some EMP there as well, so you can EMP them and take them out that way. So it's still not fully over yet. Let's see what he's going to come up with. Obviously down here, they've got that completely. I think that was another commander's gone down. My apologies there, missed that one. But it's definitely not over until the fact that everything is the same. But it's just getting there now, I think. It would take a huge amount of effort to take down the... yeah, get away. Get away. That's T2. Metal, so... Red's definitely got the T2 there, we know with the fiends. But what could he really do? And to see, the thing is, it's very difficult. That's the dark. The dark. He needs to be... if he's in the water, if he would have been alright... Well, no, because that's a destroyer, so there... that's him. He's gone. There we go. That's another one got out thing. It's difficult when you got the destroyer as well on your case, because obviously it can do the... can do what you need. Well, are they giving up? I think they might have given up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to look at pigstv.com for more that's coming up before YouTube. And also, if you like and subscribe, especially like the video, because I'm only a small channel and liking makes so much to a small channel like myself. But if you want to subscribe, that would be brilliant. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.